Folks, I want to gather up several examples like this just to throw a thought out there. This is a horse right up here, his head. And also this is another horse. Or that's the way I've been viewing it lately. But this horse and this horse shares the same body, the same back. And I can show this on elephants, in birds. And I wonder if I'm even seeing it on the human images. But I had thought that the artist had made this horse and this one as, well, two horses. And the fact that they're sharing the back didn't seem to click in to me for a while. But I really think this horse and this horse is the same horse. That it's just showing the same horse. This one with his head down as if it's eating, and just the attitude of this horse right here. It's not in trouble. It's not got a predator after it. It's a peaceful scene of a horse eating. And actually, I wanted this video to concentrate on opposing eyes. Let me and when I find two eyes, then the image kind of comes out. Now, this image right here, that's an eye, and that's an eye, and a beak of an owl, not in flight, standing on a limb or something. But, well, I have to turn it to there, I guess. And this eye right there and that one right there is the eye of a bird, and that's its beak. It's like a hawk laying over here like that. And well, that's part of what I want to concentrate on in this video, is finding the eyes, and then the image will show itself. But more than that, it seems like a face of almost any kind has another face, as if it's like a little motion picture in stone. Now, this one has, well, let me back up just a little bit to there. This stone is so interesting. First of all, I always look for a tool use, and I looked all over this stone real careful and held it as a tool would be held. And I realized that the the wear is right there on that tip. That's the only place there wear. And it's not a real big banging wear. It's more of a, precision, like someone was looking at change the light. Whatever. It just feels like a precision tool that someone would make boom, 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 like that, rather than like that. That's what the wear shows. And that's the only place there's wear on this stone. Everywhere else is just, it's soft. It's being ground down to be held easily. But that shape right there, even though it's not sharp like a knife or anything, that's the Acheulean hand axe shape. The teardrop shape. But this tool is just used for, it was used for a percussion type thing. I haven't looked at this stone enough, but just enough to where I'm getting really excited about it. Let me show you some stuff I think I'm seeing. That looks like a human face. There. I can't quite figure out what is there, but these two little opposing eyes, that one and that little guy with a beak, it appears to be a bird. And I have to look really, really close to find the little triangle divots and all that. And this, what I thought was, I gotta move the camera. What I thought was just a fresh chip or something, well, it's not. It's soft all around there. It's just like everything else. It was made that way. But that part right there was made and painted red. And this is another eye right there. And at a certain angle, there's a figure, there's an animal there. And then right above that is two more eyes, little triangle made eyes right there. I can't figure out what the image is, but anyway, this is an interesting tool with original artwork on it, which I do not know what it is, but this is the one that grabs me so much. It is a horse, if I can find it. It's real easy to see. There it is. And the eye is very easy to see, especially at a certain angle. My light's too bright. It kind of looks a little bit weird from that way, but all that is sure looks like a horse. Maybe I'm looking at it the wrong angle. Yeah, it's like you have to look down. I mean, the body's there, but I don't know. But this right here shows 2 or 3 different images. The biggest one seems to be these great big eyes here, and a mouth down here, and a nose of a person outlined in kind of a black frame. But within that, I saw some other stuff. There, that triangle work on that eye can be seen better right here. Unless that's the eye. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that's a horse. And on this one, we've looked at it before. But I was always, I don't know, lost in the horse guy there, because this is a horse right here. There's the back, there's a front leg. And I kept looking at this. And the horse's head. In this image, here's the ears and the eye. The horse's head is sort of turned out just slightly. But when I turn it just a little bit, well, that's what I can't figure out. because this is another horse right here. That's his head. And here's his chest and leg down here coming out. I don't know if this is the same horse. Well, see, here's even another horse's head right here. Am I seeing the same horse in like a motion of running? Folks, if you ever seen a horse really run, his head will be out, and then, well, whatever. You'll have to, or I'll have to, I don't know what I'm seeing. I get the feeling that it's more like a, well, see, imagine this horse is the same as this horse, and this horse here is, you know, that leg. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like I'm looking at the same horse doing a motion, you know, same horse. Let me get back to this when I had some coffee. Let me try this light. But this horse's head here, and there's a horse head there, and this horse is, it's like firmly attached to the earth on his hindquarters, and he's raising up, and then he's up here even higher. I think that's the same horse. I really do. Check this out. Call it pareidolia if you will. But this stone, well, that right there looks like a turtle's head. And there's angles when I'm looking at this. It looks like I'm looking at a turtle. And I guess the reason, well, I grew up where we ate these turtles. Anyway, this looks like a soft-shell turtle. If you're familiar with the soft-shell turtle, you'll know that they have this kind of a rubbery thing around the outside of them. So when you're going to eat them, you have to take a really sharp knife and carve that soft off all the way up to where it gets hard, and it comes out there ways, depends on the size of turtle, and then you take a knife and split along the turtle, and then open the turtle up, and the inside is just really good meat on all four legs and the body. Turtle's really cool. Soft-shell turtle is the only kind I've ever ate. But, I don't know, it just looks like a turtle. In some ways, it looks like a turtle swimming. But that just looks like a turtle shell. A soft-shell turtle. They're thinner than a terrapin. You can eat these. Oh, I forgot to point out, this is an anvil. The wear shows. This is an example, but I have seen others where a smiling face will turn into an angry face. Let me show this side one more time. Now this is what I'm seeing that just jumps out at me real big, is that eye right there and that eye right there. purposely made. And that looks like a trunk curled around here. So this elephant's ears would come back up here and here. And on nearly every large size elephant that I find like that, that elephant is also a bird. So this is the body of the bird, and the tail comes down here. The trunk goes right to there, but the tail comes all the way out here and back up. And the bird's eye is right there, and its wing is here, and I think this wing folds over. But I see an elephant, a bird, a lion. There's the head, one of the claws and the other claw, the back of the lion. Now I'm just gibbering on. I don't know if this is for fact, but I see that eye right there and that eye right there. There should be a face right there. Even here, those two are made eyes. And possibly I'll see more when I view this. But I sort of think I'm seeing a bird and an elephant right there. And maybe a cave lion. Folks, stick with me just a few minutes longer. I want to show you some stuff that I disagree with. To make the point of what I'm saying is that they're going to be showing some handprints and cave art in color on these caves, and they're going to state that this is the oldest art found in Europe, I think is what they say. But I'm almost shocked that these folks don't see the engravings behind that graffiti of handprints, is what I would call it. Yeah, it's 40,000 years old, but the carving on the stone behind it is images that are much older than those handprints. Just stick with me for a bit. For instance, what I'm seeing is that there on the right, there is the head of a lion, also a human face that has a little bit of the hand painting graffiti that has covered it, but underneath is the carving in the stone. And I easily see a horse and a bird. These are in the stone. The paintings are, well, they're saying they're 40,000 years old, but they're over art that is much older that's actually carved into the stone. And I don't understand why they're not talking about these images that this graffiti kind of covered up. Anyway, that's my point. Bye for now. Now listen to this statement.
Lives of its creators. The most famous aspect of El Castillo's art is the variety and complexity of its paintings and engravings.
Yeah, engravings. Why aren't you talking about them?
The artwork includes depictions of animals such as bison, horses, and deer.
Yeah, and cave lion and owl. I mean, this is not pareidolia, folks. Look at the images that are much older than those paint smears. I don't mean that. I mean, this is fabulous too, but come on. I'm done. Wait, one more few seconds or a minute. Forget about the painted parts. Just look at the stone.
Bison, horses, and deer, as well as more abstract shapes. One of the most remarkable features is a panel of hand stencils created by blowing pigment over a hand placed against the cave wall, resulting in a negative image of the hand. These hand stencils are among the oldest parts of the cave's artwork. Advanced dating techniques, particularly uranium series dating, have been...
Anyway, it goes on, and it seems like they're not seeing stuff. Bye for now. Folks, this shape, this Acheulean hand axe pear shape, is a common process of the stone splitting process that I try to explain as the folks are trying to go for that center core and take it out like a platter by carving cortex, etc., etc. But this one I've cleaned up, but these I have not. I just got these three just 2 or 3 weeks ago, but they're the same thing. They are the pear-shaped product of the stone splitting process, and they're all made in such a way to hold them really well, and I don't think I'm going to be surprised to find that that's the working end right there, because I don't see tool use anywhere else on any of these, and they just almost fall in your hand to hold them, to use that as a pounder, maybe. It's a smaller version of that pear shape that fits my hand really well, just like that, for a little pounding. And I sort of think I see some stuff in these already. Well, there's no already part. I've seen some neat stuff in here. I haven't looked for it yet. These are still dirty. I saw images on both of those. I'm not talking about it, but I see images on both of those. Wow, what is he there, horse? There's images in there. But they all are held really easy for the same kind of and there's color. I see color down in there. Anyway, that's part of the stone splitting process, the uniface tool method. Folks, when the corner of my mouth turn up, that's called a smile. This happens when I look at rocks. Happens every once in a while. In my youth, I remember that street corner where us boys would stand. For we knew that soon some girls would drive by and show us their moon. Could hardly wait to be 16 and have a car, so I could pedal to the metal and chase those stars. Now I lay awake at night, wondering what stone will tomorrow give me flight.